my sweet friends. So today I'm doing something that I've never done. I'm doing a wear test on a foundation. This foundation was really expensive, so I wanted to share it with you guys. I am 34 years old, so I have the beginning stages of my skin like maturing, but in a good way. I don't want to make that sound like a bad thing. I just have a little more fine lines and a little more pores than I did in my early 20s, which is absolutely normal. So I'm thinking that I want to start catering to that and showing you makeup processes that I've changed over the years and foundations that have been working for my skin. My favorite thing is a base. I feel like if your base is beautiful, then everything else should run quite smoothly. I always feel like I would prefer to splurge on my base, like my foundations and concealers and powders, and then go drugstore with mostly everything else. I don't mind doing something like that, but there are some foundations that are from the drugstore that are my holy grails that I could never ever live without, and I don't mind sharing those as well. But for today, if you are new to my channel, my name is Charlie and I love doing lifestyle videos. I love sharing things with you that can help you or just entertain you at the end of the day. So if that sounds interesting, I would absolutely love you to stick around and subscribe. Today I did haul this recently. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airless Flawless Foundation. Stays all day. I got mine in 4 Neutral. It says it is a full coverage foundation with flawless matte long-lasting finish. Apply with an airbrush. Apply your airbrush flawless foundation, blending outwards from the center of your face for flawless airbrush finish. Airbrush finish. So I got the shade 4 Neutral. Obviously, I'm wearing it. I've had it on for about an hour. I'm going to check in about 4 hours to show you so far. I don't want to spoil anything because I kind of want to update you as I go. But so far, as you can see, it looks stunning. I know exactly why it's so expensive, because it is so good. I do have a particular foundation that I am excited to share with you that I do feel like is better for more mature skin and for people that maybe have problematic skin, dry skin. I do have some foundations for that. But so far, if I had this on my wedding day years ago or just on special occasions, this foundation is, spoiler alert, gorgeous so far. I don't know how it's going to wear, so I will check in throughout the day and show you. I am not going to do any touch-ups. I am just going to let it wear as if I was on a busy schedule where I didn't have time to really powder. So I'm super duper excited to show you it throughout the day. And if that sounds interesting, I would love you to stick around. So let's get started. Okay, you guys. So like I said in the intro, we are going to be testing the Charlotte Tilbury foundation today. I did pull my hair back because that is like the bane of my existence when I see a tutorial that I really want to watch and the hair is in the woman or man's face. It drives me nuts. So I do always pull my hair back. What I'm going to do is use a fresh, clean sponge. These sponges are amazing and I recommend checking them out. I almost thought it was a Real Techniques, and that's why I ended up buying it. And then when it came in a 10-pack, and I thought, you know what? It was too good to be true. It was literally $10, but for the 10-pack, so it was $1 sponge. I will never buy anything but these off of Amazon, and I will link these because I'm promising you these are amazing. They come like this and they come like this. So you have 2 options and they are incredible. I've washed some of them. They wash wonderfully. You can wash them with like Dawn dish soap, unscented soaps. I have a little bit of hair on my face. Only thing I do for the morning for skincare under my foundation is just a regular moisturizer and a primer. I don't do a ton of skincare in the morning. I feel like I like to do my more heavier skincare in the evenings when I have nothing on and my skin can absorb this. Here is the foundation. I feel like it's going to be a nice match. If not, I will blend it down my neck and we will figure it out. Like I said, I'm going to do a wear test on it and we shall see. So I'm going to take off my glasses so I'm able to do this, and I'm going to prime with the e.l.f. putty because it's my favorite. It's one of the best. I use quite a bit of it. You definitely don't need to use as much as I do. I notice as I'm getting older, I use quite a bit. And then I just warm it up in my hand and I start to press it in the skin. I notice a lot of more pores. I feel like it's my skin drooping a little bit more. I'm not sure exactly what causes pores, but I know once they're there, there's nothing you can do. And I'm okay with that. But I notice that this makes my foundation look beautiful. You guys, I know this is going to make some people really aggravated. I like wearing my foundation a little darker, My foundation does not always match, and I'm okay with that. Like, there are so many more things in life that I worry about other than if my foundation matches. I did go in and just shave my upper lip a little bit. I feel like my hormones are kind of crazy. I've had them checked a million times and the doctor says they're normal, but I notice a lot of hair growth more than usual. So I just work that in with warm hands, and that's what I start with, excuse me. So I always put a little bit of foundation on the back of my hand. I feel like it warms it up. So we're going to start with 2 pumps and we'll see how far that gets us. I know this is very, very expensive. I've watched a lot of videos on it and I have loved every finish of this. So I'm excited to see. Again, this is in 4 neutral, I believe. 4 neutral, yes. I always go with a more neutral skin tone, or a more neutral foundation, I should say, because I definitely am not pink, nor am I warm. I'm very, very kind of like a neutral. Okay, first of all, the coverage is insane, as you can see. It's definitely not the perfect match, but we will fix that. I'm just going to do in this video my base. I'm not going to do anything else, and then I'll come back and show you at the end. But I want to do my base so you can see exactly the steps that I'm using. I don't always bring the foundation up under my eyes, but I am today. If you are trying to avoid crepiness or cakiness, definitely don't need to. I'm still working off of those 2 pumps, and I'm going to start working on the opposite side of my face. Now, I am, like I've said in many videos, I have trouble seeing. I don't wear contacts. I've always been very nervous about wearing contacts. So I've always worn glasses. There is a slight scent, but nothing offensive. Like, I barely smell it. It's a little floral, but nothing that I think will offend anybody. I'm still working off those 2 pumps, and I'm going in for a little more. I do have a big blemish on the side of my head that was covered right up. I am going to blend it down my neck, but I always work on my face first, and then I bring it down. So I'm just going to keep blending and working. So far, it's gorgeous. I know, it's a little shocking. I'm going to bring it down my neck. I think that's going to drive people nuts, so I might do that real quick. And then I'll do my forehead. I'm going to take one more little pump for my neck, and I'm going to go in with a brush for a little bit of an easier application. And you guys, it will look better once all my makeup is on. Or I might have to maybe go down. It's so hard picking foundations online and even in store, because I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not saying that a lot of these girls don't know what they're doing, but it seems like maybe they're not trained properly. I can remember a story. I went into a department store and I told the woman what color I needed, and she insisted on color matching me. And I kept telling her I have freckles and I have hyperpigmentation, and sometimes I'm hard to color match, and I wanted linen, the color linen for the what the heck is it, the Clinique Beyond Perfect. So she went through all these colors, and she's like, I can't color match you properly because of your freckles. I was like, could you please just give me linen? So I'm going to take 2 more pumps, little pumps. I do love the like or the atomizer or the pump, whatever it is. It's really nice. And I kept begging her just to give me linen. And guess what? I ended up being the color linen. We had a good laugh about it. It was fine. But again, I don't put a lot of time into color matching, because as you can see, once it's kind of on and blended down my neck, unless I'm self-tanning, I don't have to worry. So I think I'm going to do some series where I do some foundations for more mature skin or maturing skin. I have a foundation that I want to share with you that I think you guys will love, especially if you have dry skin, problematic skin. I do have a foundation, so if you want to see that, I definitely will upload that for you. So I'm going to check in my mirror. So far, this is 1 application. So I'm just going to go in for a little tiny bit more, just on this side, because I am seeing just a little bit of discoloration that I don't like. So this is the last of the pump I will use. So I'm going to just go in for like a second layer, but that is it. I will not do more than that because I don't need it. It would be completely over like over usage at that point, and I would probably become very cakey. Plus I want to use a little bit of my new concealer, which I love and can't wait to show you how gorgeous this new concealer is. Absolutely stunning. Let me try to turn the light down a little bit. We don't have a lot of natural lighting today because it is so dreary, but as you can see, this looks absolutely gorgeous. It has covered everything. I didn't have a lot of blemishes to really cover, but even that one looks incredible. I feel like this would be a beautiful, there's the lighting a little brighter. I feel like this would be gorgeous for weddings. So for concealer, I have been loving this. I have used it a few times. It's the one that I got in my haul. I haven't used the Charlotte Tilbury yet. I wanted to film this for you guys. And this is the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. This is incredible. I definitely could have went a shade lighter. I ended up with medium neutral 3, but you guys, this goes on so great. This is definitely very good for mature skin. If you are somebody who has fine lines and wrinkles, I think you will love this. It is beautiful. Now, something I've been going in and doing, I'm not doing as much concealer, but this I am. On top of my lip, I just go in, usually with something a little brighter, to try to combat that hyperpigmentation on my top lip. I also notice, because I do shave my top lip almost every day, that I have a lot of pores there. And but look how fast that blends in. Wait till you see how, like, if you're someone in a hurry, this concealer is incredible. Look at that. It doesn't fall into my fine lines at all. It is so gorgeous. I love it. Now, you guys, I am going to work on getting some better lighting in here. Usually I film when there is a beautiful sun and you really can see, but on days where I still want to film that it's nasty, I am going to set up my ring light. I do have one, but ever since I moved, I just have never pulled it out because I always have great sun in this house. I have so many windows and the house is so bright typically, but on days like this where I still want to film, I need to have that light out. So just bear with me. I am going to get better lighting, and I'm going to start trying to invest in something better quality as far as a camera. I didn't want to spend too much money because cameras are expensive, but my birthday's coming up, so maybe my husband will get me maybe a used camera even. I do have the Rebel T6 from Canon, but it's like so hard to use, and I think I need to maybe do like a course on it or something, because it is so there's so many settings and it's very hard for me, and without a monitor it's really hard to use, and then whatever. So we're gonna set the face. I'm gonna look here. As you can see, there is no creasing. It just looks so gorgeous. Again, it's only been about 20 minutes, so it's about 8:20 that I have it on. And then I'm going to look and see what time it is when I have everything powdered and done. Today, I'm just going to use my Fit Me in Coconut. And again, I warm it up on the skin because I feel like, one, it makes it less harsh, and it just is nicer when the product's warmed up. And then I just hit my high points. Always kind of bring up instead of drag it down, because when you age, you want your face more lifted. I have no Botox, nothing right now, although I do want it terribly. Just for a few weird spots I noticed that I'm getting. But that's okay. That's part of life. So I'm going to just go in with my hollow points on my face very lightly, because I do want to still use some powders. This is a great video. I'm excited. I'm showing you all kinds of new products. I hauled a lot of these, so this is incredible. I've been using it all week. I've used every one of them. The shimmer, I've used the regular one, and I've even used the cream product. And I know it looks really, really red, but it is stunning, and I'm excited to show you. So let me show you what kind of brush I've been using. So I've been using this brush. This is the Morphe R10. This blush is so good you don't even need to set it if you don't want to. This brush is really nice for it. I was surprised, but you definitely could go in with a sponge if you want something a little lighter. You do 2 taps in, and as you can see, it is bright. And then I'm just going to kind of tap it off on the back of my hand, and I'm going to just go in and Sometimes I bring it in and do more appley. You know, sometimes I like it a little higher. It just depends. And I just put it on. Look how gorgeous that color is. It is absolutely stunning. And then I just keep going in and building up the color, and then I'm going to set everything. So I will be right back after this is on and we're ready to set, and then I'll show you the foundation, and then I'll show you everything after all my makeup's on, and then I will show you and we'll check in throughout the day. Okay, the truth is I don't even feel like it really needs to be set. So if you're somebody who has extremely dry skin, I don't think you're going to need to set it, but I am going to go in with a little bit of my Kat Von D powder and a dry sponge, and I'm going to just set it. I'm going to reset my, blend out the crease of my eye. This is a great foundation. I love the way it feels already, and I'm just going to set everything. I don't think I need to set my entire face because I don't feel like it needs it. And I don't think I need to set anything else because it just all feels really nice. I'm going to set my upper lip here just because I don't like the way it feels when it's sticky. I'm going to set right here because I do have a little tiny wrinkle, but the rest of my face feels so good. I'm just going to go in and bronze with a little bit of bronzer, and then I'll be back to show you. Look how gorgeous this looks. Like, it's camera ready, but it still looks beautiful in person because sometimes you can't do your makeup like you see on YouTube with these camera ready makeup. Sometimes it's just a little, I had to learn a lot that camera makeup is not the same as everyday makeup. I mean, you can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of makeup. But as we get a little older, you have to kind of modify certain things. I personally love a lot of makeup, so I will always wear a lot of makeup, but I definitely have modified some things. So I will put my full face on. I'll show you what I'm wearing for the day as far as my makeup, and that's all I'm doing as far as powder. So I will not repowder throughout the day. I'm not going to touch it up. I'm going to see exactly how it wears. If I was like, say I had a wedding to go to and I was out for 8 hours, or a work day for 8 hours, whatever might be going on, maybe you have a baptism, whatever you might have to do, I don't know, a party, a sweet 16, whatever you might be doing, like a long stretch where you aren't going to have time to go and touch up your makeup, that's what I want to do. So I will be back when I have my full face on. Okay, you guys, so I am done all of my makeup. I went with a red lip today, which I don't always do, but look how gorgeous everything blended. I know it's not exactly a match, but it's not too terrible. I didn't do anything crazy. I just went really just like a peachy with a little bit of shimmer. I wish I had some natural lighting, but I really am impressed how gorgeous this looks. Look how beautiful. It looks even more beautiful in person. It looks flawless. It's not sinking in. So right now it is about 8:50. So it's been about 50 minutes since I started. I'm thinking I'll bring you back in around 1 o'clock. That way it really has sat and everything has kind of married together. I'm going to start cleaning. I have a huge mess on my hands. I am swapping out my winter from I'm swapping my summer and winter clothes out. That's why everything's kind of jumbled behind me. So I will be doing kind of light house cleaning, so I will come back and show you again. If anyone is interested, it is the Charlotte Tilbury in 4 Neutral with the LYS concealer in Medium Neutral 3. If anything, you guys, this was affordable and it's so good. I'm so excited, and I think I'm going to get a couple other colors. And then I set everything with my KVD. I said Kat Von D, but my KVD Lock-It Translucent Setting Powder. And that is all I did. I only set under my eyes, my upper lip, just a little bit around my chin, and actually I didn't set my forehead at all. I was going to say I set my forehead, but I didn't. I just used a little bit of bronzing powder. I did that cream blush. I didn't even set the blush. I didn't set under here. Nothing. I mean, it's tacky. Unless you're going like this, you wouldn't even know. It doesn't feel sticky. It's amazing. So I will be back in about 4 hours because I don't want this video to be too long. So I'm going to fix my hair and I will see you guys in 4 hours. Hi, all my friends. So it is right around 1 o'clock. I'm going to pick up my daughter right here in an hour. I am standing in front of my one big living room window. And as you can see, now remember, I didn't set, oops, I didn't really set anything here. I did not set my forehead at all. Like I said, I set under my eyes, my upper lip, right here where I creased just a little bit. I didn't even like set under the face. I didn't set my chin, my neck, nothing. So this is minimal powder, and this is all natural lighting. As you can see, I mean, fortunately, I don't typically, I have very normal skin with a little tiny bit in the T-zone getting oily, but I personally like the look of a little bit of sheen on the skin. It looks more natural and healthy. I know it's not for everyone, and I know a lot of people suffer from extremely oily or dry skin. I feel like this is such a nice foundation that I think this would be good for any type of skin, whether you have oily, dry, combo. It's just gorgeous. And this is from, I started my makeup around 8 a.m. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, about 5 hours. I've actually been wearing it. It's gorgeous. The rest of my makeup hasn't faded, hasn't budged. And I just wanted to show in natural lighting. I mean, the artificial lighting, the problem with artificial lighting is that it makes anybody's skin look beautiful. That's the whole point of beauty lighting. So I wanted to show you in more fair lighting. So let me maybe, here's normal, just like sitting in my living room. The lighting's kind of crappy. So this is what I would just look like normally. And then I'm going to try to maybe go over here. Maybe that lighting's a little bit better now. The best lighting was where I was. I'm like contemplating maybe stepping outside, but you can kind of see it's like this is natural lighting. It's gorgeous. It's holding up. So like I said, it's 1 o'clock now and I've had it on for about 5 hours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will take me 10 hours total if I take the makeup around 6. And that's a typical day for my, like for most people, I feel 10 hours. If you do an 8-hour work shift, you come home, you cook dinner, or if you're a stay-at-home mom, whatever you wear your makeup for, 8 hours to 10 hours is your typical wear. So I'm going to come back around 6 and do a final check-in with you. By then it's going to be dark, so I will have to do artificial lighting, and then I'll take my makeup off for the night. I might come in right after dinner, like where I'm kind of standing over the stove and cooking food. Maybe I'll run upstairs and show you right before the sun goes down. But this is after 5 hours, and it's impressive. It's just one of the best foundations. And I just got a comment from a girl that I love talking to on here, and she's like, you should have waited. They're having sales in November, and I know they always do their 20% off either foundation or sales, and I should have waited. I know I should have, but I was just having such a terrible week, and I needed to just do some retail therapy. So I bought all this stuff at retail pricing, but that's okay, because I'm telling you, if you have some points or you have any like sales coming up, if you want to splurge, this Charlotte Tilbury is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. If you are a makeup artist and like you want to impress your brides, I think this foundation is just one of the best that I have been able to wear, and I'm excited to share a few more for more mature skin or people with aging skin. I have some really awesome foundations that I love, and they're full coverage, but they wear beautifully. So I will be back in a couple hours, girls. So I will be back in a couple of hours. Bye, guys. Hey everybody, so I am in my car, and I thought, you know what better lighting than being completely outdoors? And if you want to humble yourself, look in your visor mirrors, because it will bring you back down to earth. But yeah, this is it in real life. It's still looking gorgeous. It's only 2:11. I'm picking up my daughter from school, and I still look great. It's just one of the best foundations. I do realize that my little bit of blush on my nose is a little harsh, but everything has just stayed put. It's gorgeous. I know it's only been an hour since I showed you, but I thought that this lighting would really show you what it looks like. So I will see you when it's time to take it off, around, like I said, 5 or 6. Hey everybody, it's around 6 o'clock. I just finished dinner and I'm ready to take this makeup off. I've had it on since about 8 o'clock this morning, so that roughly makes us about 9.5, 10 hours. It's just now 6 o'clock and I am ready to take it off, but I did put on my lights. I haven't touched it up. As you can see, my lipstick is worn from eating dinner. As you can see, my lipstick is kind of worn from eating dinner, but everything is still on. That blush is so good. Let me show you what the blush was. I organized all my makeup, but I used the one size in the orange one, so Fire Starter. And this blush has held up all day, and that's the cream blush. That's how good it is. And it just sits so beautifully. I didn't set this with a setting spray, nothing. So let me take off my glasses so we can really get a look. So there's obviously some wear and tear right here on the nose, which is gonna be, I'm sorry, I'm like looking at myself, which is gonna be obviously normal. I was looking to see if I had my reusable blotting. I have like a little reusable blotter, but I don't even think I need to. The only place that I see a little bit of shininess is right around my nose and right here, but literally I could probably reapply my lipstick and walk out the door. I don't think I need to even reapply the blush. It's just so perfect. So this is the wear test of, like I said, the Charlotte Tilbury I don't know if I'm saying it, Charlotte Tilbury AIRBRUSH Flawless Foundation. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that, but yeah, this is the end of the night. Let me lower the light so you can really kind of see, like, there. Okay, now you can really see. I know it's kind of dark, so forgive me, but this is what it looks like. Even after wearing it 10 hours, I haven't touched it once. It's not bad. It's really not bad. I could easily wear this a couple more hours if I needed to. So what I would do is I would go in with something like this and I would just blot right here. And then I would reapply powder, which I'm not going to do, but here, let me shut the lights off again. And that easily would fix the problem. I just wanted to show you without the lights on because, like I said, the beauty lights really make it so that your skin looks absolutely beautiful. So this is my opinion on this foundation. I think it's a 9 out of 10. If it wasn't so pricey, I feel like it would be stellar, but it is 100% worth the money. I love it. I will link it down below, and I will link down all the other products that I used today because they are amazing. I hope this helps somebody. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I would love you to stick around and subscribe. I will leave all my social media down below for you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.